one of the things that we give you once you log in to plan your post is the capability right away to plan a post. So up in the top right of your screen is the area where you can schedule your posts, and there's a Twitter icon and a Facebook icon here, and we are planning to integrate LinkedIn posting and Google Plus as those APIs become more available, and those are scheduled to come out this year, so we're looking forward to that and want to integrate those. So to begin with, let's say that I want to come to plan your post and I want to schedule a post to Facebook. Okay, so by default there is a checkbox here. I can select Facebook or Twitter. If I switch to Twitter, a couple of my buttons change on the top right here, and with Twitter, obviously I have the count down from 140 characters, and if I go to Facebook over here, then I have a couple other options. If I want to post a status, I can just start typing. If I want to do a photo, I can do that. If I want to add a link or a video, such as a YouTube video or Vimeo video, I can drop in that URL, and Plan Your Post will pull that video in. So one of the things, let's just get started with a sample post here. So let's say that I want to schedule a post, so I'm going to type looking forward to hosting a impromptu webinar on Friday for TabSite related to the recent news about Facebook's timeline for pages. All right, timeline for pages has been a big boom here, as it was launched February 29th and is going to come out for everyone within the end of the month of March here. And so we have a lot of chatter about what timeline means for pages. We've been doing a lot of that with TabSite, but let's say I want to host a webinar about that. So I started typing in my text here now, and I can simply go over here and select social accounts that I want this to post to. So I have a number of them. Let's say I want it to go to my profile. I'm going to show you how to add social accounts in a little bit, but let's just go through this first. Let's say that I can also type, so if I want to see the ones, I want to post this to TabSite's fan page. Okay, so I've selected my profile and TabSite's fan page to post to at this point in time. Let's say that I want to add a URL in here. So here was the GoToMeeting webinar URL. So I'm just going to copy that URL. I'm going back to Plan Your Post, and I'm going to paste that URL in, and it's there. And if I hit the space bar afterwards, then just like on Facebook, it's going to be taking a look at my different content, and if there are images on that page that are allowed to be pulled in, it will pull those in. So I can update my title that's pulled in from the web page that I put in there. So let's say I want to streamline that title a little bit. I can do that. This is the URL that was pulled in, and this is the description that was pulled in from that web page. So I can take a look at everything that says there. Sign up for TabSite's informal webinar on Facebook's timeline. Let's say that's all I want to display. So I'm going to delete the rest. All right. And this is my text. I can always edit my text if I want. And then so it would be going to these two social accounts. But let's say I also want to plan this same post to go to Twitter at the same time, but I want to customize that because with Twitter you want to use a shorter variation of that. So I'm going to go down here to the copy to function, and it just tells you can copy your post text and URLs from Facebook to Twitter or vice versa by just using this function. So I'm going to use copy to Twitter, and it switches me over to the Twitter icon there. And let's say that I want to add a Twitter account, so I'm going to send it out also from my Twitter account. So now I'm going to send out to 3 different items, and you'll notice that on Twitter it automatically shortened my URLs. So on Facebook, what we have found, various studies have shown is that people like to see the URL on Facebook where you're going. Now on Twitter, it's a different story because you want to do a shorter version because you only have that 140 characters, and so you need to streamline it. So in this case, we had two images because, or two links, I should say. One was because it's going to go to the web page, and the other was because I had an image linked to in there. So I don't want to post the image because I'm just caring about the URL for people to post to go to, click on the link on Twitter and go to that sign up for that webinar. So I'm going to take away that, and I'm still down negative 13 characters that I need to shrink down for my tweet. This isn't impacting my Facebook post, it's just giving me a head start on that. So let's say I want to do impromptu webinar on Friday with TabSite, and let's say about Facebook's timeline for pages. Alright, let's see, impromptu webinar on Friday with TabSite about Facebook's timeline for pages. Join us. Alright, so I'm going to get ready to schedule this. I can always flip back. So I'm on the Twitter one now, but if I want to flip back to the Facebook one, I can see what that post is, and that post is different. You see I have the title, the body description from the URL, and my post, what I've outlined, plus the URL that would appear. So I could do a number of things. I could send that to go post right now if I wanted to. I could schedule it, or I could reset that if I wanted to clear it away. I could also do that. But in this case, I am going to schedule it. So when I hit schedule, up on the screen comes a calendar, and when do I want that to go out? So let's say I want to schedule it for tomorrow, Thursday, March 8th, and it's defaulting right away to what a current time is. But let's say I want that to go at 10 o'clock in the morning. I can do that, and I can choose my time zone of when I want that to go. I'm outside of Fort Wayne, so that's the time zone I'm using right now, and I'm going to schedule that with an accept, and it's putting it in the queue now, in Plan Your Post queue, and it's giving me a success message that I have planned this. Now, there's a key here, is that I can be done and say, okay, that's fine, or I can continue on and reuse that one. And the value of that is if you want to post the same message, because this event is happening out in the distance, maybe I want a couple things to go out. So I can reuse it, and it pulls it back in with the social accounts that I had listed. So now let's say that I also want to note this. Before, I hadn't used TabSite's Twitter account, so I'm going to remove the Mike Twitter account because I already know what's going out from there, and I want to go and add TabSite's Twitter account. So I can do that. Let's say I want to remove it from going to TabSite's fan page, but I want it to go to one of the application pages of TabSite. I can do that. I don't want it to go to my personal profile again. Let's say that I also want to go to our parent company's fan page, Digital Hill. So I'm going to schedule it now, the same post, to go out to those. And I have my Twitter, I have my Facebook, my Twitter message is still there. And now I can go to schedule, and it's going to come up with the time that I scheduled the last one. So that was scheduled for Thursday at 10 o'clock. And let's say that I know people are going to be coming back from lunch. They're going to take a look at their Facebook accounts, their Twitter feeds before they dig back into things. So I want that to go at, let's say, 1:10. So they're ready to go. So Thursday, March 8th at 1:10, and I can hit accept. And now I have just scheduled all of these, and I can continue on doing that. If I have a number of assets, a number of different Twitter accounts that I want to go to, I can schedule to all of those. But let's just say OK now, and I'm going to move over. Up in the top row here is a number of items, social accounts, which is what we're on. We'll come back to that, but scheduled posts, feeds, and analytics. So let's go over to scheduled posts now. and this will show me posts that I have in the queue coming up. Alright, so what we did was we just scheduled for March 8th. Here's where the accounts. This was the first series that I posted was to my Facebook profile, to the TabSite fan page, and to my Twitter account. This was my post. If I hover over it, it'll bring it in. Okay, I can always edit that post right here before it goes out. So if I click edit, it's going to bring it back up. I can duplicate that one, or I can delete that one. And this was my one that I created afterwards. That's going to go to the TabSite application page, to the Digital Hill fan page, and to TabSite's Twitter account. And there's the details of that one. So that's what I have scheduled in the queue right now. And as you schedule a number of posts out, and you have a lot of them, there's filters that are available that you can narrow it down to just a specific account, so I can just search what's scheduled for those. I can apply different filters to help me get there to those. So, and then I can also go back in time and see recent posts. Just switching over to that tab, and these are posts that have went out today. And I put out a number of tweets and things on the Plan Your Post fan page outlining that the webinar was getting ready to get started, and that's what these were. So I can do a final call. It said final call, join us now for a feature overview webinar, and that one went out. This is where I can go to see analytics if I click on that, or I could duplicate a recent post as well to get that back in the queue, modify that, and send it out again. So that's some of the power to get started, but let's take a look at the Plan Your Post dashboard a little bit more now. So up in the top here, you saw me looking through my social accounts. Now these are all different social accounts for Twitter and Facebook that I have, and you can schedule posts to go out to Facebook profiles, to Facebook groups, and to pages, and those are both fan pages and place pages, and as well as Twitter accounts. Okay, and so when we talk about social accounts in our pricing, we're talking about one of those. So my Facebook profile is one social account. Our Plan Your Post fan page is one social account, and the Plan Your Post Twitter account is another social account. So that's when we talk about how many social accounts you can add per plan level. That's how we're describing them. So up here in the top right, I have a little gear, and this gives me to a number of quick areas. So I can look at my account, social accounts, scheduled posts, feeds, analytics. I can upgrade